It's 5 in the morning and I'm up talking comics to you. Yeah. Alright, what we doing? We got ourselves a haul. I did not expect to go so hard in the tail end of this weekend, but that's exactly what we did. Alright. So where were we starting off with? We're starting off with a CGC comic that I bought. I normally don't buy CGC comics, but I had to make an exception with this one. Amazing Spider-Man #5. So we have the first Doctor Doom appearance outside of the Fantastic Four. All right, I like that a lot. What more did I want to say about this? Let's get closer than close. Look at that. It's looking pretty decent. Nice looking 4.5. Really nice looking 4.5 there. And let's look at the back. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Ooh, so we got a 4.5. This book has become pretty hot, especially considering a lot of people are now priced out of Fantastic Four #5. You know what I'm saying? So I think this is probably the next best thing. On top of that, you have Steve Ditko drawing Doctor Doom. You know what I'm saying? So that's interesting in and of itself. And how much was this? Okay, let's talk about price. So I was looking and seeing that 4.0s are going for what? 1,400. You know what I mean? Raw copies. What are raw copies of this going for? I tell you what. I'm gonna tell you what I paid for this. I got this for $800. So we got a Amazing Spider-Man #5 CGC 4.5 for $800. I've looked at this book. This book has been at this particular store for I want to say months now. I want to say maybe at least 6 months, and I just never could pull the trigger on it. And I was kind of thinking about it even as early as like maybe last week, as recent as last week. I was thinking to myself, man, if that book is still there, maybe I should pick it up. And I'm like $800, and the price hadn't changed at all. Even after this book started getting really hot, the price hadn't changed. So I'm just like, you know what? Let's do it. Like I said, 4.0s are going for 1,400. Raw copies in this condition are going for what I paid. What I paid for this graded copy. So this was a great deal, and I tell you what, I won't lose money on it. How about that? I won't lose money. So Amazing Spider-Man #5 CGC 4.5. Okay, we've talked enough about this book. Let's get into a a raw comic book haul. But look at that. Yeah, boy. Yeah, got you for $800. All right. Let's get this camera positioned perfectly. Oh, yeah, looking good. You're looking good. All right. So this weekend was a dollar sale. I guess we'll get into the dollar books some other time. A story for another time. But I went to, I think the day after. I was still really hungry for some comics. The day after that dollar sale, because I had an emergency and I got called away, so I had to cut things short. So I was still hungry for comics, and I decided to dig some more. Went to some places, and I'm really excited about this. So Star Wars #4. This is from the 2015 series. So this is the first appearance of Sana Solo. Solo is in quotation marks, and this is Han Solo's wife is in quotation marks. You know what I'm saying? And this is the second print. I noticed this book, Star Wars #4, kind of doing a little something, over these past couple of weeks. But the second print seems really difficult to find, and I found this. How much did I pay for this? Here's the original bag. Here's the original bag that it came in. I switched out the bag, and how much was that? How much was that? $6. I paid $6 for Star Wars #4 second print, and second prints are going for, I want to say, around $30. They're going for around 30. So yeah, this was definitely a good buy, especially at $6. Yeah, gotcha. All right, and I'm just now noticing that Darth Vader's head is covering the A in Wars. Okay, we're moving on. We got a lot of books to get through. I should break this up into 2 separate videos, but you know what? No, we're gonna go hard. Okay, Astonishing XMen volume, I don't know, volume whatever, #2. I love this cover. I got this for $8. So this is a 1 in 10, and the cover is by Elizabeth Torque. Elizabeth, that is a cool freaking name. But yeah, this is a 1 in 10 variant. I don't think this book really goes for too much, but that's okay. Look at this gorgeous ass. This is I guess you could say this is a Mystique cover. But yeah, man, look at this. This cover is awesome. Holy shit. I noticed the 1 in 25 doesn't even look, it looks like shit compared to this one. So, and this is a 1 in 10. So, yeah, that's kind of surprising. But yeah, man, look at that. Seriously. God. I literally, like, when I saw it, I immediately fell in love with the cover. So, yeah, Astonishing X-Men volume whatever, #2, 1 in 10 variant. Yeah, man, try to find that one. I think this book, okay, all the cheap copies have been bought up off of eBay, and what's left now are like people wanting like $100 and all that kind of shit. You know, I don't see anybody doing that, and I believe that there is a 9.8 copy for like $125 online somewhere, or maybe 200. I forget. But anyway, great cover. All right, we're moving on. Very excited about this. Found another copy of Ghost Rider 0.1. Ghost Rider 0.1. Found this for $4. First appearance of Alejandra Jones. All right. What's this book going for now? It's tough to say. I could have swore this book was going for $30 at one point. I don't know if it's doing that much right now, but I'm not passing it up for $4. How about that? Definitely not passing it up for $4. All right, moving on. Dr. Voodoo, Avenger of the Supernatural, #1. Cool looking Jurjevet cover. What did I want to say about this? There are first appearances in this book, I believe. See, I wrote notes, but I didn't write notes for Dr. Voodoo. So I know this book is going for about $20. I saw this at the store for $6. I'm like, you know what? Sold. And it's a great looking cover too. I'm trying to snap. Oh, this I can't snap. Anyway, or at least not right now. Okay, that sounded better. Thor, movie adaptation, #1. First appearance of Darcy Lewis. I think this book is still hot. I know that this book sells. I think the last copy that did sold. Jesus Christ. The last copy that did sell sold for, that did not sound right at all. The last copy that I noticed sold for $100. So first appearance of Darcy Lewis. And on top of that, as many of you know, I am a comic book white supremacist. I love my comic book covers nice and white. But I am also very much a black activist. And is this a black activist worthy cover? Well, there's a couple of nicks right there. It's tough to say. Overall, it's black, but yeah. So first appearance of Darcy Lewis. How many times can I keep saying that? Found this for $5. I was all over it for $5. It's like I hadn't seen a copy of this in so long, I forgot what it was. You know what I mean? So yeah, got that for $5. Miles Morales, Spider-Man number 6. This is the villains variant. It was $8. I think this book, a book like this, goes for the Mysterio villains cover. I think this book goes for maybe 20. I don't know. It was worth picking up at 8. How about that? All right. Now here's the book I'm really super excited about, especially for the price and the condition. The condition on this book is really on point. And I mean really on point. Check this out. So we found Captain America number 16. So this is from the 2006 series. And so this is the first appearance of Cynthia Schmidt as Sin. Yeah. Now this is a book that I had been looking for without knowing what to look for. You know what I'm saying? This was a few months ago. I was researching like I'm doing something important, but I was looking up Cynthia Schmidt and the Sin version of her character, and I was really trying to find out which issue it was. I know that it was Captain America 612 where she becomes the Red Skull, and I know it was Captain America 290 where Cynthia Schmidt is the Night Mother or whatever. But this was the book that I was really looking for, and I just couldn't figure out which issue to look for. And and this book started getting hot, and I'm like, oh, okay, so it's this one. So it's this cover, or rather, it's this issue here. So yeah. So we found this. What's the price? Got this bad boy for $5, and look at the condition on this. Is it white supremacist worthy? Yes, 100%. The condition on this is really, really on point. And it sucks because I've had this book, because I had this like the entire run of Brubaker Captain America, and I just kind of sold it off. You know, probably with the exception of 6 and 14, I sold off everything else. You know, and this was like maybe, I don't know, 5 years ago or something like that. So I'm kind of like scrambling to get issues like this back. So yeah, and what's a book like this going for? So I paid $5, and this is easy $50 to $60. Easy $50 to $60. There's a lot of speculation and rumor that Cynthia Schmidt will be the main bad guy in the Captain America 4. Okay, all right. Or Red Skull's daughter. Okay. All right. It's all good. I don't get where these rumors come from. Like there was speculation that Omega Red was going to show up in Falcon and Winter Soldier, and I'm like, whoever put that out there, like, you should never listen to them again until they actually get it right. So hopefully whoever put that Omega Red bullshit out, they're not putting this out. You know? Okay. I'm an idiot. But anyway, we're moving on. Oh, I like this. So all of this was from one store here. And I'm getting really long-winded. So let's power through these. Books. Okay, so we have Future State Wonder Woman number 1, featuring Yara Flor. Okay, all right. Okay, so supposedly this is the first appearance of Yara Flor, but what about Wonder Woman Annual number 4? What about Dark Knight's Death Metal number 7? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But, I mean, it is what it is. Found these. Very happy about that. What did I want to say about this? Found these for cover price. They were buried behind other Wonder Woman books. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's how I was able to find these. All right, very cool, very cool. All right, we're moving on. We're moving on. So we have the Joelle Jones and the Jenny Frison. Which version do you like better, Jones or Frison? I don't know. For some reason, I like this one. But anyway, we're moving on. We're moving on. We're moving on. We're moving on. Superman 10-cent adventure number. Is this the number 1? Or just 10-cent adventure? Okay, whatever. So this is the first appearance of Sear L, Supergirl. Sear L, Supergirl. She's you know what? Screw. Am I gonna do this? Dude, I have so many other books to get through. I'm already being long-winded. Oh, I can't believe I'm doing this. Oh, there we go. There we go. There she is. First appearance. All right. What's next? What's next? What's next? Batman. So this was 50 cents. A little bit of a markup, but that's okay. I'll pay it. Batman, the movie adaptation. I believe this is I don't know if this is considered the deluxe edition or not. I don't know. But Batman movie adaptation, that was 50 cents. All right, we're moving on to another store. God, I bought... Now, this is the store that I bought this Spidey number 5 from. Okay, so we have Gotham Academy number 1. I don't know what it is. I have a soft spot in my heart for this book. I really like this. This book kind of ebbs and flows in relation to price and value online. And I don't know, first appearance of Olive Silverlock, first appearance of what's her name? Ms. Maguchi or whatever, and some other characters. I don't know what it is. I really, really like this book. And this book kind of got hot when this character Robin at one point for the Future State. I forget. But I really do like this book, and I like this book for the future. And I saw these for cover price, and I know I have the 1 in 25 variant. I have a couple copies of the 1 in 25 variant, but I have yet to find a decent copy of the regular cover, and I think I found it. So found nice near mint copies for cover price, so I can't be mad at that. All right, what's next? Let's do some more Star Wars. Came across these. So we have Canon Last Padawan number 2, number 8, and number 9. So we found those for cover price. All right, so this book got hot, I think last weekend, and I went to my honey hole and found some copies. Not 1, not 2, not 3. So we found 4 copies. Well, actually, honestly, I found more. I didn't want to buy all of them. But Peter Parker's Spectacular Spider-Man number 1, first appearance of Teresa Parker. When the guy at the comic book store, he was ringing this book up. He was like, "Man, I hate this book." They're trying to mess with Peter Parker's history. And I'm like, yeah, they definitely are. So Peter Parker has a sister that we never knew about. Okay, that's interesting. So we found those for cover price. Found a couple copies of Punisher 218 and 219. Okay, there are copies of this book that just sold for like $60, $100. Dude, this is weird. This is really weird. And another rumor about the Punisher being introduced in the MCU via War Machine armor. Oh God! Like, who's putting this shit out there? Like, seriously, who is? Please, somebody tell me who's putting this out there. Because it sounds all so ridiculous. But, I mean, I'm out here buying the books, so, yeah, I don't know, whatever. I know I'm not paying no damn $100 for no copy. I tell you that. Listen, I play the game, but I'll play that bitch for cover price. You know what I'm saying? I will play the game for cover price. Also found 3 copies of Punisher 224. This is a good looking cover. I noticed this book is hot. This book by itself is going for about 60. So yeah, all right. So we found some more copies of. Damn, this is all. Jesus. We went hard this weekend. We went very hard this weekend. All right. Okay. All right. Nobody give me shit about this. These were $2. Now these books here, these were $2 a piece. All right. So we have Punisher Annual number 2. 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 And another Punisher Annual number 2. Again, these were $2 a piece. If you got a problem with it, take it up with my left nut. How about that? So this is the first meeting of, or first fight between Moon Knight and the Punisher. All right, okay, all right. I like it. And on top of that, now, if any of these weren't as near mint or minty as they are, I wouldn't have bought them. I probably would have bought like 1 or 2 and then left the rest. But yeah, look at that. Beautiful looking copy, man. Beautiful. And all of them are like that. All of them. Just in really gorgeous condition. They were $2 a piece. What do you want from me? All right, what's next? Ghost Rider number 28. Ghost Rider number 28. What is this? The first appearance of the Midnight Suns or something like that? Right. And on top of that, it's a newsstand. It's not sealed, but that's okay. It was $2, so, you know. It's all good. You know what? Let's do some more Punisher. Screw it. Or rather, let's do actually Moon Knight and Punisher. Moon Knight number 190. I noticed this book is kind of doing a little something. Features what's his face on the cover, the Sun God, and on top of that, Punisher number 228. I wasn't going to show these, but why not show them now? Okay, so Punisher number 228. All right, yeah. All right, what's next? Ooh, I like these. I like this a lot. Okay, now this is most of the stuff that I picked up on Sunday. I picked up a lot of books on Sunday. Holy shit. Okay, so we're going to move on from Sunday to Thursday. And I didn't pick up any comics on Friday because I had to work. Saturday was the dollar sale. I guess we'll get to those at some other time. So we're doing Thursday. All right, so we have XForce number 125. I picked these up for $5 a piece, and this is the first appearance of Dead Girl. I noticed this book is relatively tough to find. I noticed at the stores that I went to, and even the stores past where I found this, like they're just nowhere to be found. You know what I'm saying? Like it'll be, I don't know, XForce 124, and then it'll like maybe jump to 126. And speaking of 126, now and I noticed online that this book is going for roughly $25. So the first appearance of Dead Girl, people are jumping all over X-Men, or rather X mutant characters. So yeah, why not Dead Girl? Why not the first appearance of Dead Girl? And speaking of 126 and Dead Girl, check this cover out. So we got X-Force number 126 with Dead Girl's first cover appearance. Is it? Who is that? Is it? I don't know. But look at this. This cover is awesome, and this book doesn't go for anything. There are like plenty of cover price copies on eBay right now. So yeah, XForce number. So if you can't find number 125, you'll definitely be able to find this one. And how great is this cover? That cover is the shit. But anyway, we're moving on. We're moving on expeditiously. Daredevil 197. Found that for $5. First appearance of Eureka the Late. Well, she becomes Lady Deathstrike. How about that? So found out a nice near mint copy for $5. I'm gonna tuck it away and forget I have it. Oh, look at this! Now this book I am super excited about. Very excited about. We got G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero, #1. Okay, now, you see the price. I didn't pay that price. I didn't pay that. Okay, so I'll tell you the story on this really fast as we're nearing the 26-minute mark. Okay, this was, 3 weeks ago. I was at this store, and I saw this copy for $200, and I was not paying $200. I refused. And I asked the store owner, actually I asked the employee, would you take $150? And he goes, well, let me ask the owner. And he asked the owner, and he comes back with $175. So I politely decline. And 3 weeks later, I go back to that store, and it's still there. It's still there for $200. I'm like, okay, all right. So I asked the owner directly. And I'm like, what's the lowest you can go on this book? And he goes, well, I tell you what, let me research it just to make sure that there hasn't been a crazy jump in price. I'm like, all right, and I figured he would still come back at 175. You know what I mean? But then he's like, and this was taking maybe 3 minutes at least. And he goes back and he's like, how about 150? And I'm like, sold. I got cash. I asked him, how much would you take? What's the lowest you would go? I'm paying cash. And he comes back with 150, and I'm like, yes, that is exactly what I was comfortable. Listen, I wanted to pay even lower than that, but 150 was what I was comfortable with. Okay, so G.I. Joe #1 for 150. It's a nice near mint copy, very nice near mint. I would say maybe a 9.4. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking a 9.4. But for 150, I'm like, all right, I'll do it. Screw it. All right, what's next? Doctor Strange, number 60. I know this book is getting hot. I have no clue. So what's going on? So Dracula is in search of the Darkhold, and it's Scarlet Witch, Monica Rambeau, and Doctor Strange who are in pursuit. Okay, all right. I know this book is going for $30 or something like that. It's a good looking cover too, very good looking cover. So yeah, and it's very relevant to the WandaVision TV show, in my opinion. But anyway, we're moving on. I came across this book, and I don't know. I paid $10 for it. And I'm like, why not? So The Punisher, #1, Clayton Crane cover, an homage to Spidey 129. Yeah, okay, all right. I saw it for $9. I didn't want to pass it up for $9, or rather, I didn't want to pass it up at $9. How about that? So yeah. Punisher #1. I forget what series this is from, but good looking book. Very good looking book. All right, it's probably a store exclusive or something like that. But yeah, for $9, why not? Okay, and we're rounding the bases. Captain Amerigo Vespucci, number 17. So the first cover appearance of Sin. All right, okay. Found that for cover price, or a little bit over cover price. And last but not least, Infamous Iron Man number 3. This is a second print. Infamous Iron Man number 3, second print. Got this for a little bit over cover price. So 50 cents over cover price. So that's my haul. I'm sticking to it. I found, look at this, boy. Look at that. Found Amazing Spidey number 5 and a 4.5 for 800. Ain't that something? Ooh-wee. And before we go way over time, let's cut this off. And I'll say thanks for watching. And I'll see you next time. All right, bye.